So what are benzodiazepines and why are we getting so worked up about them? Well, benzos are a class of sedative drug that were initially developed to treat anxiety and insomnia. And they work by enhancing the natural calming system of the brain, a chemical messenger we call GABA. And it's found throughout the brain, and it's part of the way in which the brain maintains a steady level of alertness. So the result is that benzos cause sedation and a general slowing down through this action on the GABA system. Now, if you only take a benzo once in a blue moon, say as part of a pre-med before an operation, you get the sedative effect, but it eventually wears off and that's it. The risk is much higher when you take other substances known to have the same effect on breathing at the same time, like pregabalin, alcohol, and opiates like heroin. And you may not think that the amount of benzo you're taking is very high, but combined with these other substances, the effects can be the same as taking a huge dose. The number of deaths where benzos were mentioned on the death certificate rose in England and Wales from 476 in 2020 to 538 in 2021. That's a 13% rise. In Wales alone, there were 61 deaths where benzos featured. In 20 cases, there was diazepam present in the post-mortem report. 21 cases featured flubromazolam, 16 etizolam, and 4 flualprazolam. Now, etizolam is a medication that isn't even licensed in the UK, and the other two aren't legitimate medications anyway. So all three are being obtained illicitly. Fake benzos are exactly what it says on the tin. They're fake. They're not regulated like legitimate pharmaceutical medicine, so they're not researched properly, they're not quality assured, and the amount of the active ingredient that's found in each tablet isn't going to be consistent. So that means that the fake benzos an individuals buy could be double the strength they're expecting, they could be more than double, they could be less than what they're expecting, and sometimes they don't have any active ingredients at all. Some fake benzos have also been linked to rather nasty side effects. So again, if you don't know how high the dose is, they can stop you breathing if that dose is high enough. You can feel invisible, like you can get away with whatever you're doing, but actually you're not. So bad things can happen and subsequently you don't remember. You can lose control of your body, you can injure yourself, you generally look quite stupid. And if you take them on a regular basis, then withdrawal can cause seizures and of course ultimately death. You could end up in jail, in hospital, or in a coffin. Gwen Peers have recently developed a really helpful leaflet about the harms of fake benzos, and this can be given out to individuals that might have disclosed that they're taking them. Please feel free to contact us if you would like copies of that leaflet. In addition, Wedenos is a national testing service that can analyse samples of substances so that we can better understand where these tablets are being sold and exactly what is in them. Please visit the website at wedenos.org. So I seem to have mentioned the word risk rather a lot. We need to have some idea of the level of risk that they're putting themselves under, because then that will start to guide our intervention. Over the past year, we've seen some issues with both fatal and non-fatal drug overdoses in clients who had received backdated benefit payments, and of course we now have the cost of living payments as well. Now, if you combine this sudden ability to buy more substances with a significant life event like the loss of a family member or losing a job or your home, and the tendency then to go back to destructive coping mechanisms, so we can begin to mitigate these risks by advocating for staggered payments for backdated and cost of living costs. So as long as you've got the consent of your client, you can telephone the Department of Work and Pensions on 0800 731 0469 and request for their payments to be staggered. In the local area, Gwent providers have designed a risk assessment that looks at substance-related harm that you can complete with the clients you are supporting. And this form is designed to be used to help us understand and try and manage the factors that lead to intentional and non-intentional overdoses and other harms. So the risk assessment has got a total of 32 questions, and if you go through them with the client, then it enables both of you to look at those risks in a really objective way and get a sense of what risks they are under. Now, never leave a risk at the assessment stage. The aim of completing a risk assessment is to bring you to a risk management plan. So it's really important to sit down with the client and work out how you are going to manage those risks, how you're going to reduce them and hopefully eliminate them.